Manisha,
Right. Yes,
it's
darling.
Jane Pettis here.
Nice
I'm at
meeting
the Brookfield Museum, which is actually
you.
the headquarters of the Brisbane West Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously at Link Insurance offices,
Yep,
but
yep.
we're here to say special welcome as our newest member of the Brisbane West Chamber of Commerce.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
to have you as part of our group. Now, why did you join?
To be honestly, I've been a part of member of the business in Heels for some time. Actually, I used to work for Q Shaw Insurance Brokers, and my director was one of the founding members of that. So I was basically dragged into it and got to meet such wonderful, experienced women. Basically, it was more women based. And, being always a part of this industry for the last 13 years, and I always feel that networking plays a very big role in what we do. And why not start with the Chamber of Commerce? To be honestly, when I started working for Link almost a year ago, my director, Tom Cullen, was always after me. He's like, Manisha, you really need to be a member of this. And I'm like, yeah, one day I shall, I promise you. And then I got to talk to Ian a couple of times and got his insurance organized. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready. I loved Ian. It was so much easy to work with him, And then I went into your website, got some more information and a lot of feedbacks. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to go. I can have a good network base if I'm a member, because times are tough. It's a hard market for us, and every bit of new business helps.
So COVID has affected you?
To be honest, Touchwood, our business, I'm just an employee here for, it's been a year, almost 1 year now with Link. We're doing quite good compared to how the others are performing. I have to give you that. But a lot of effort, a lot of telephone conversations, a lot of every policies. We are sort of putting so much more time in talking to the client as to why insurance is it's like the first thing which normally people cut is their internet, and the second is their insurance, to be honestly. So trying to retain the client and tell them that how important insurance is, if despite the COVID, it's tough, especially every time every client is very different.
Well, this is Queensland, and we live at the centre of disasters. So
absolutely. And my thing is, stay positive. We're gonna get through this, and Touchwood, Queensland is doing quite good compared to the rest.
And so, Manisha, how did you end up in insurance?
What's
your business?
My background? Okay, yeah. I'm basically an engineer by profession. I moved here from overseas, from India. Spent majority of my life in the Middle East. Moved to Australia, got married, actually fell in love, got married here, then married in Sydney. So the first job that came to me was of an underwriter, to be honest. I was sitting at home, 1 month, trying to get to know how Sydney was, traveling, catching the train, because I've come from Bahrain and we never had trains there, to be honestly. So I was just going around catching every train in the morning and coming home in the afternoon and applying every places. And suddenly I just got a response from one of the consultants. She said, what do you think about insurance? And I'm like, okay, because the part of the world I come from, insurance was not such a big thing there. I said, yeah, go for it. Next thing I know is I'm in the interview. I joined CHU, who are part of QBE now. And one thing led to another. And before I know, I'm there, insurance, then broking, and been doing this for the last 13 years now. And I tell you, I'm a people's person. I love talking. I can talk for hours.
Well, so that's great. And there'll be lots of other members at the chamber that you can talk to.
And this sort of was the one for me. And this was the right opportunity. I can't see myself sitting at the desk and just doing numbers, because I didn't want to join my industry, because my industry was very technical based. And I was more interacting with clients person. So this was fantastic for me. And I haven't looked back.
Your next big move, moving to Brisbane, that was a good decision. Why did you?
Yes. My husband actually was in the Air Force. So he got a promotion to join the Emberley base. And so I've been here now for 6 years now in Queensland. So we settled, got a boy, family's here, my in-laws are here, big family. We're Indian, so we have a big family. So it's nice to have the family and the support. And no, this is where we are going to be now for a long time.
So with your business, has the Royal Commission into financial services, has that affected the insurance industry at all?
It does, actually, because It's not too much, because the companies I used to work for previously, I joined Link. I used to work as an account executive at QShaw Insurance Brokers, and we had a very organized, very methodical way of working. So personally, as a broker, I don't think um, I had any issues with regards to that, but we had to be very careful with the advice we were giving to our clients. The kind of commission, everything had to be out in the open, everything there, for everybody to see. Um, it didn't affect that much me personally as a broker, but there were a lot of insurers or a lot of premium funding companies. I used to see a lot of brokers who used to work with different premium funding companies that besides the commission which you get from a funder, they used to add a bit more commission to that. So for them, it was a bit hard to take a step back, but we were doing the right way from the very beginning. I was trained by my director the very best. So didn't have personally effects that much. So, my life is still the same, but I'm very careful with the advice which I'm giving to my clients. Now, see, we brokers, we can't give them specific advices. Even though I got my diploma, I still can't give them and say, this is the right way to go, even though you'll be dying to tell them that. You still have to give limit yourself to more of a general advice. So yes.
Manisha, as our new member, what would you say to the members of the chamber? Why should they come and see you?
You will definitely get a very personalized dealing. You'll be so surprised that my clients I have been dealing with, I know so much information about them. Not only the business, I actually know how many children they have, what they are doing.
And
most of our clients, absolutely, because when you pick up the phone, you ask them about your family, hey, what's happening with this? And I'm a very personal person. And I think that's my strength, and that's what you're going to get, I can assure you. And we have a wonderful team of people. We have a senior account manager here who's got a tremendous amount of experience. My director, it's more of a family business. His dad owned this, then he passed on to the son. So most of our clients are basically from the father passed on to the son type of clients. So it's a very personal, very family oriented business. So that's the kind of service you get.
Controversial question to finish it up with. When we have these big disasters now, the government and charities seem to pay for everything.
What you do, liability is a big claim for us, I mean, you may not be earning what you're earning, how it was before the calamity struck, but you still have a exposure with regards to the liability. We still have employees there, you have the business running, and I think calamities will teach you one important thing, how important the business is, because it's not about now insuring just your contents and your building and your liability. It's about insuring your risks, such as your loss of income, so it's so much more wider reason why insurance is now needed, because you're so surprised that there are so many of our clients who just know insurance to be, we insure a building, we insure our contents and the liability, and we're like, no, there's something called loss of income too. In case, there's a storm, there's a fire, you still have employees there, you still have bills to pay, you still have lights to electricity, your water bill to pay. So this is so much more important now, all the more.
Well, we look forward to meeting you in person
as soon as
we're over these restrictions, and welcome to our chamber.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
All the best.